Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Meredith from Headlines in High Heels. Thank you for coming back for another fabulous episode. And boy, we have so much today. It is jam-packed. First, we always have to get into our headlines, right? Because there's a lot of celebrity piping tea going on. Britney Spears is trying to get pregnant. Oprah Winfrey is in the news, and we have so much more. Right after that, we're heading on into the kitchen with Madison Avenue Pizza. They're famous around the Tampa Bay area. And I also have Randy Harris sitting down with him. Now he has Knockout Radio, and he was just at the UFC at the White House. So cool. And then none other than my best friend in the whole world, woman-owned business in the Tampa Bay area. It's huge. Car Candy. We're going to be sitting down with her. She's going to talk about her detailing products and so much more. You're going to love this episode. Trust me. So make sure you keep it here. Don't go anywhere. All right, it's time to spill all the tea here on Headlines in High Heels, so let's get right into it. If you were hoping for a really messy celebrity divorce full of cheating rumors, cryptic Instagram posts, and blocked phone numbers, well, guess what? Jelly Roll and Bunny are here to completely disappoint you. The newly divorced couple is making it crystal clear there's absolutely no bad blood between the two of them. In a new YouTube video titled The Divorce Vlog, Jelly Roll jokingly called out fans saying, "Y'all thought we were just going to hate each other, didn't you?" Before literally promoting Bunny's latest podcast episode where she tells everything. Instead of serving up the piping hot tea everyone expected, the two revealed they're still best friends and continue to support each other. Now, Bunny did say that her split stemmed from a heated Mother's Day argument. Imagine somebody getting pissed off at you on Mother's Day when you helped adopt a child in your family that wasn't even yours, and then he filed for divorce, because that's literally what happened. But Bunny says there's no infidelity, and perhaps the most surprising thing of all, they're still planning on pursuing having a baby together using IVF and surrogacy. So I guess they are best friends. They just don't want to be married to one another. Now, I did watch a lot of her podcast where she explains the divorce, obviously, because this is my job and I want to be educated in what I'm talking about. And they truly are friends. I think she was trying to say if you take marriage off the table, which can be really heavy if you've ever been in a really committed relationship or married before, then they could just return to their friendship and enjoying each other's company. But the marriage was just so heavy for the two of them that he got pissed off. He was tired of just arguing all the time. He's actually taking testosterone, which she talked about, which changed his mood and temperament. And she's taking IVF hormones, and she's been doing that for a long time. So her hormones have changed, his touring schedule and following him around. They're just really not getting along right now. And this was the straw that broke the camel's back, was the Mother's Day argument. Now, speaking of babies, let's head from one surprising family update to another. Anne Hathaway, she just announced she's expecting baby number 3. The Oscar winner shared a sweet Instagram video showing off her growing baby bump before running off camera with a smile, which was so cute. When reporters reached out for confirmation, her spokesperson basically said, "Did you watch the video? She's pregnant." That's what she was trying to confirm, which was, some people they want to double confirm because you don't want to spread a rumor that somebody's pregnant and then they're not. So I get why other reporters were trying to do that. But if you didn't know, Anne Hathaway is 43 years old, and for a geriatric pregnancy, it starts at 35. So Anne and her husband, Adam, have already been parents to 2 wonderful sons, but apparently they're not done adding to the family. And timing is especially impressive considering Anne is also juggling a packed schedule that includes the Devil Wears Prada 2, which she's still out, promoting. And Miranda Priestly may not approve of these surprises, but fans definitely do. And while Anne's future is getting bigger, Madonna says one of her biggest projects is getting smaller, as in completely gone. Madonna revealed that her long-planned biopic has fell apart because of the budget. Apparently it can't keep up with her extraordinary life, as she says. The Queen of Pop says she spent years writing the script and developing a project, which was set to star Julia Garner, but the studio wasn't willing to spend what Madonna felt her story deserved. I mean, how much money are you gonna spend on your life? This is why it's important for the person to be involved in it, because you want it to be told the right way, but not to have their hands in everything. Because I bet you they could have accomplished this. They could have got the movie done like they did with Michael in Bohemian Rhapsody. But Nothing's going to beat her enormous ego at the end of the day. She even suggested filming overseas to save money, but ultimately the project just completely collapsed. After trying to pivot the idea into streaming series, Madonna says she hit more roadblocks and eventually just walked away altogether. Basically, if Madonna's life story ever hits the big screen or screen at all, don't expect a bargain bin version. So at the end of the day, I would still like to see this, but my opinion is I don't think it would be as big as Michael or as the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, because I don't think a lot of guys want to go to the movie theater to go see Madonna. I think the gays will be there. I think her girls will be there. I would love to go see it, but I don't know how many men in general would pay money to go see a Madonna movie. Stream it, maybe. If it's free, yeah, we'll check it out. And also you have to talk about you sleeping with Vanilla Ice, JFK Jr. I want to know like all the tea. You got to be completely transparent about everything if you're going to make a movie about your extraordinary life. Now, from one pop icon to another, who's thinking about expanding her family? None other than Britney Spears. She says she's hoping to become a mom again. Britney, sit your knife-wielding, drunk dancing punk ass down for a second and go back into rehab, seriously. The singer recently posted a Father's Day video featuring herself dancing with a guitar she bought in Mexico, sharing that she hopes it could one day symbolize having another baby. Britney is already a mom to 2 sons, Sean Preston and Jaden James, and the comments come as she reportedly is trying to rebuild her relationship with them after spending so much time apart, and now they're trying to rekindle everything, which is great, but it doesn't mean you need to just make a new baby, especially when you obviously have your own issues. Sources say she's feeling healthy and optimistic and focused on her future. And honestly, Britney talking about babies wasn't on anybody's 2026 bingo card, especially mine. Meanwhile, another legendary star is making headlines for a story from the past that's stirring up fresh controversy. Oprah Winfrey is opening up about an incident involving Whitney Houston that she's kept private, as that's what she's been saying, at least allegedly, for nearly 2 decades, and it is pissing off the estate. According to Oprah, Whitney Houston fell off the stage during her final appearance on the Oprah Winfrey Show after relapsing, and Oprah said she begged the audience members not to release the photos or the videos because she feared it would destroy Whitney Houston's life. The audience reportedly honored that request because they love, I don't know, Oprah so much. I feel like this is like a fake story. Like, why are you coming out with this story about Whitney Houston right now? Not everybody agrees with Oprah's version of the events, okay? Whitney Houston's estate strongly pushing back, saying Whitney didn't fall. It was during a dark sound check where she tripped and she fell. And it was very, very simple and slight. It wasn't during an actual performance, and insists she was not under any influence during that time. The estate is also questioning why the story is being shared now, so many years after Whitney's death, which is so true. What are you doing? You've been on TV for such a long time. You were, I looked up to you as well. But now, she hasn't been on TV. Nobody's been asking for her for a long time after Weight Watchers, that whole controversy, her hanging out with Harvey Weinstein and the Epstein files. Those are just a few to name. But yeah, I feel like she's just trying to garner some spotlight. I don't know why you're kind of putting down Whitney Houston. She obviously went through a lot. She had a tragic death, and so did her daughter, and the family's just still trying to deal with everything. So I don't know why she even brought that up. So just like that, a moment that stayed hidden for nearly 20 years has suddenly become one of the biggest celebrity debates of the week. And I just want to let you know that Oprah should also take a seat and just, go hang out with her, her boyfriend she refuses to marry. All right, so let's get into some extra fun stuff. We're going to pop over with Randy Harris. We are also going to go in the kitchen with Madison Avenue, and I have none other than one of my best friends, Ashley. She's here from Car Candy. She has her own detailing line here in the Tampa Bay area. I want her to explain everything. It's a woman-owned business. I couldn't be more proud of her. She's an amazing person. So make sure you don't go anywhere. We'll be right back and get into all of that.